So, welcome to Moments of Truth from Madrid. This time we're in the Digital Enterprise Show. But we have a different opportunity speaking to Natalia Wiechowski, one of the most important women in our areas. And I will say in the world. She's a personal branding strategist. She's German, located in Dubai, but with a small twist. She has Polish heritage. And as you know, our club is located in Poland. Who will expect that when we come here? She's member of the Forbes Council Coaches members. And in Toastmasters, she was an advanced communicator bronze, advanced leadership bronze, and she completed her triple crown. She's someone that I will say is special in her own way, especially with her classes. That is something that constantly identifies her. But talking about this, it's something that I was never expecting to meet one of these important and influential people. And as we know in Moment of Truth, we discuss things connected to Toastmasters or connected to personal life. But I would like that first, let's maybe introduce yourself and give some words to the people who are viewing us from the entire world.
Sure, thank you so much for this opportunity first. I'm Natalia Wiechowski, also known as Think Natalia or Dr. Nat. I'm a personal branding strategist and an international keynote speaker, at the moment living in Dubai, and I found my passion in helping people how to market themselves, especially on LinkedIn, because I realized in these societies that we have created nowadays, you need to stand out, you need to share your message, you need to make an impact. Because if we don't, then, well, nothing's going to change. And I heavily disagree with how the world looks right now and what I see on media and social media. So that's why I decided to give my best to become a little bit better every day.
Very nice words, Natalia. Now let's go deeper. How did you start your profession as a public speaker? Because as far as I remember, you were a librarian or something like that. And you were to transition from Germany to Dubai, and maybe you are transition to somewhere else. But where or how it entered into play the part of being a public speaker?
That's a very good question. So I started in the educational sector. So I worked as a librarian or library manager. After 3.5 years, I then moved into marketing in a rather conservative industry. It was logistics and supply chain, and I did that for 2.5 years. And then I went on a sabbatical to figure out who I am and what I would do. And I took 9 months off. And after that, I realized I need to start blogging. So I started blogging. I did that for, I think, 7 months or something. And then I met a friend at a party. And that friend said, "Oh, Natalia, I love what you do. And it's so amazing. And do you know what your next step is?" And I told him, if I knew, then I would do it, right? And he said, "You need to join Toastmasters International. You need to become a public speaker." And I said, "You're crazy, forget it." Because I'm German and I always thought that my English is good, but I never wanted to fluently speak it on a stage as a keynote speaker. I said, I'm not going to do that. But my friend was very, very, how do I say that, persistent. And he said, just join one meeting and come on, try it and let's do it. And yeah, you know how it is with Toastmasters meetings. Nobody told me that there would be a specific section where they drag people to the stage, where you need to have a 1-minute speech about something you have no clue about. But that's exactly what happened, and that was a life-changing moment for me.
Well, that special moment is called Table Topics.
Exactly.
So this was like the beginning of that journey. But what you learned there in Toastmasters? Because as you see, everybody goes for different reasons. But what you learned there and keep you for a while with us?
Sure. So for me, when I was in that table topic session, the question or topic that I got was selfies. And everybody who knows me knows that I don't like selfies. And that I make a lot of fun of these wannabe influencers with their duck faces, hashtag love my life. And I was standing there shivering, sweating, hyperventilating, and I didn't know what to do. And then my monkey mind was all over the place, and I realized I have 2 options. Either I could make an idiot out of myself because I don't know what I talk about, or I could become a clown and make it fun and make it entertaining. So be that person that I am with my family and when I joke around with parties, and I decided to be that clown. And within seconds, I realized that people loved it and they were laughing, but they weren't laughing about me, they were laughing because of me. And this is one of those random moments, you know, when the sky opens, like, oh, No, not really. But there was really a moment in which I realized, or during which I realized that, you know what, I think the stage is my home and I need to do that. I'm really bad at it. I don't enjoy it. But I need to learn how to speak because I can connect with people on such a beautiful, deep level. So I can teach them something, but I can also make them feel better. So this is when I committed to show up at every Toastmasters meeting. So every 2 weeks I would be there and I would deliver a speech, and I did that for 2 years, I think. So this is how I forced myself into becoming an edutaining keynote speaker. That's my journey, my Toastmasters journey.
Well, I would say that the part of entertaining is I agree fully with that, because most of people will think that Germans are serious, that they are cold, and that they are not funny.
It's true. No, not really.
I don't believe on that.
Yeah. No stereotyping here.
No, if you go to her webpage or LinkedIn, you will have confusions if you have ever met a German in the past and you meet her. It's like
two different worlds.
She can skydiving. She can. I wouldn't be surprised if one day she's jumping the sharks or something like that, and she will survive. She's someone that you can be totally surprised about her journeys, her experiences. And right now, what is this transition that you are doing about now that you have become this personal brand? What is this new transition that is pushing you to the next level?
Well, I realized that in the end, what Gandhi said, I really resonated with. And Gandhi apparently once said, be the change that you want to see in the world. And for me, it means that we all are leaders and that it's our job to make an impact. And it's our job to stand up every day and ask ourselves, what is it that I can do to contribute to a better tomorrow? And this is how I see my work and as my job. So I make sure that I help a handful of people who are coaching in a group coaching environment, but also on social media and online. So I give my best to share my thoughts, to empower people, to make sure that people grow, that they become better, that they face their challenges. And for me, the next big thing is literally building a huge tribe, because I started with one-on-one coaching or consulting, and that was great, but now I moved on to group coaching to help even more people. And besides that, have a lot of speaking opportunities or gigs like here at Des in Madrid, because when people meet you, when they talk to you, you can have so much of an impact. It's so much more interesting than just being on Instagram or Twitter or LinkedIn.
That's for sure, for everyone. And this is something that we can see that in our lives is constantly evolving. But the last question, well, there will be two last questions. The first one is, how Toastmasters influencing your business?
I believe that we expect every leader to be able to express his or her thoughts in an eloquent way. You can have the best knowledge on this planet. If you don't know how to communicate it to an audience, nobody will listen to you. So you're wasting your time, your energy, your knowledge, and even your money, all the capital that you've invested in yourself. So Toastmasters helped me leveraging or making the most out of myself, out of my knowledge, out of my art or my work, because it allowed me to structure my thoughts, to express it in a way that an audience understands, to connect with an audience, how to involve them into my world, how to build a connection, etc. So that's definitely what Toastmasters did for me. That is I think that's the key element.
Thank you. And the last one is how the people can reach you, and what are your final thoughts to all the people that are watching us here?
Sure. So the best way how to connect with me is on LinkedIn. You will find me under @Dr. Natalia Wiechowski. I was hesitating for a second. Or on Instagram. On Instagram, you can see a few more scenes out of my everyday life and my hobbies, and a little bit more about Dubai if you're interested in that. And what was the second part?
Final thoughts for our audience.
Final thoughts. Okay, final thoughts. It's been a long day. The final thoughts are that you need to become the best version of yourself, and I think that public speaking is a huge aspect of that. I mean, in the US, apparently one of the biggest fears is still public speaking, and that's crazy if you think about what kind of society we live in. There are quite a few studies out there that say that video will be the content that will be demanded on social media. So in the near future, you will also need more video content for your personal brand, for your business. And the best way how to become better in front of the camera is to become great on the stage first. So you need to become a better communicator, and Toastmasters is one of the best ways how to learn that. So make sure that you sign up or you join a Toastmasters club, and that you show up at the meetings, and that you take over or you commit to roles, to speeches, and that you do that every month, because that's the only way how you're going to grow. Just being a member, sign up for the speeches, deliver them, although you're shy, although you're trembling, although you don't like it, that's the only way how you're going to grow.
Thank you very much, Natalia, and see you later in another Moment of Truth.